Angels, so welcome back. Today we are going to be checking out a commercial that you guys been asking us to check out. We've been kind of busy for a while, so we're just now getting to it. So the title is a little creepy. It says, from the translation, it's a sex conversation towards the corpse.
I don't know. It's talking about dead bodies, so...
Okay. 11 minutes long, so I have no idea what's going to be happening here. So let's go ahead and give it a go. This is not a scary movie.
This is not a scary movie. I don't trust it. When it says it's not a scary movie, that means it is.
Hey, กลัวเนี่ย
This reminds me of the first autopsy I ever sat in on.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Like, that was me. The first autopsy I ever sat in on was me. That's me.
6 chapters beside a corpse. Okay, chapter 1. This is a little creepy.
I mean, it gets, yeah.
พี่ต้องเปิดเพลงแบบนี้ด้วยเหรอ
I mean, that is kind of a morbid song.
มึงกลัวฮะ
Are you scared?
ป๊อตชิบหายมึงเนี่ย
Such a
Security. I feel though. I have those feels. No, don't do it yet.
เอาไว้ก่อนก็ได้พี่ล้างศพ
We can watch the body
มึงกลัวอะไร
first.
นี่แค่ศพเองไง
I'm telling you, it's just a corpse.
เขาเปิดตาขึ้นมาทำไงอะ
He won't open his eyes. Oh my gosh, it's okay.
We can sit up though. Like,
Yeah, like, well,
kind of.
yeah.
Is this something? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
มาสิ
Get in here.
เร็วยิ้มยิ้ม
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. See, he's like me, too. Like, after a while.
It's like, let's get relaxed.
พี่ไม่หัวเราะเหรอขำด้วยดิพี่
Now that's a little bit much. That's disrespecting the dead.
That's awful. And that music, the
พี่เขาไม่พา
suspense.
จี้วะ
Oh, that's disrespecting the dead. You don't do that.
เฮ้ยมึงลองจี้พี่เขาดูดิจะได้เอาชนะความโกรธตัวเองไง
Oh no.
เดี๋ยวลองดูนี่
No.
นี่
Don't play with the dead bodies. Just do your work and go on.
Don't do it. Don't.
Don't do it. You're gonna poke him and he's gonna sit up.
จริงแค่นั้นน่ะลองอีกที
I wonder if it's like actually like a dummy there or a real person
Yeah.
that's laying there.
I bet you it's a real person. I mean, that's...
โวยวายอะไรเนี่ย
It's just a reflex. That's true. But not to that level. They don't actually grab
like-
you.
yeah, like that.
They don't actually
They
grab
might just
you.
move.
They move, but
I'm not scary.
dead people are not scary. Yeah, it's true.
That's some humor.
Oh, chapter 2. Here we go.
They're finally watching.
Finally watching him.
นี่ยังต้องเปิดเพลงนี้อยู่อีกเหรอ
Still this song.
เนาะกูตั้งเป็นริงโทนไว้ด้วย
Oh, it's my ringtone.
นี่ก็โทนเลยเว้ย
Oh, you jerk.
เอ้ย
I don't like the guy that's too easygoing.
หน้ามึงรูปนี้ดีเหมือนกันนะเนี่ยใช้ได้
You look great in this photo. I bet he's gonna post it on social media.
เงาอะไรวะ
Oh, don't. No, don't.
Yeah, that's
No!
what I saw.
No!
I saw that too.
No, I didn't see it. Look at it. He's just like, whatever.
My bad.
กูไปงานจับมือมาขโมยสแตนดี้กลับมาถึงเอากลับบ้าน
Oh, and it was like hanging out underneath the
Okay, so
table. Yeah. Why so scared? Like, I get both of these because he's like trying to make him not scared, but at the same time, like
He's taking it a little too much.
He's taking it a little bit too far. So
Chapter 3. Okay, so there's 6 of them.
เห็นไหม
they're never gonna stop cleaning this body.
พอมันเงียบแล้วฟิลมันไม่ได้
It's dead quiet in here. You do need some kind of music, but not ominous funeral music.
เพลงก็ได้
Or ominous I'm gonna die music.
Oh.
Just turn it on something that's like, I mean, play a little BTS or something. You know?
ชอบดูหนัง
Horror movies.
Don't be talking about that while you're cleaning a dead body. That doesn't
ก
work.
ลัวเลย โดยเฉพาะหนังผี
Thai horror movies.
I mean, they are. Thai horror movies are
I mean,
freaking
Asian
terrifying.
horror movies are pretty scary as heck.
Yeah.
อุ้ย
Ooh.
กิ้งไปฝั่งมึงอ่ะ เก็บไว้หน่อยดิ
He's like,
กูหน่อย
It's like I don't want to go.
I don't want to look
under
underneath
there.
the table. I don't want to.
นี่แม่งไม่มีน้ำใจเลยนะ
I don't want to look. I don't want to
กลั
look.
วอีก
See, nothing happened to you.
ตกใจ เห็นไหม เสียงดังขนาดนี้
Anything can be terrifying. That's true.
เจออะไรก็ตกใจหมดอ่ะ กลัวอะไร
This guy's cracking me up.
That might be a little too
That
scary
would
if
be a
you're
little
there.
bit much on my part for me. This is so funny. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. They're still washing the body. Like, come on. It doesn't take that long.
Now what?
มาทำไมเนี่ย
Working? Oh my gosh, she's
มาทำ
talking
ไม มาทำไม
to a ghost or
She's
something.
doing it on purpose.
Yep.
He's like trying to scare old boy.
พี่เล่นอะไรเนี่ย ไม่ต้อง
But they do this though, like as an initiation.
For like new people, yeah.
ก็มันถึงเวลาแล้วไง จะมาวนเวียนทำไมเนี่ย
But they're gonna have some kind of door motion.
ฮัลโหล
Yeah.
พี่จะมาเซาซีเข้ามา
So funny. You can't show him my work like this.
That is hilarious.
You thought he was talking to him. What the hell's wrong with you?
กลัวอะไร
Why so scared? This is hilarious. This is the funniest thing I've
This
seen.
guy is just something else.
Dead people are not scary. They're not.
Okay. Uh-oh. I would be scared of that.
I mean, it's just electricity.
I don't know.
That would scare me a little bit. Like, I'd be like, oh my god, something's coming out. Oh, no, no, no. It just made Gary go away.
Uh-oh. Mm-mm.
No!
So
It's probably a maintenance man.
Yes,
It's a
but
maintenance
that's
man,
too
but
creepy.
still, that's scary.
Oh my god. And he's like, oh, let me see more. Park?
Yeah.
Gosh.
เฮ้ย มึงจะกลัวอะไรเนี่ย ไอ้ปาร์คเพื่อนกูเอง
You know he was scared, though. He looked like he was scared.
มึงจะมาแบบปกติไม่ได้ใช่ไหม
Can't you just give it
ก่
normally?
อนเลยกูทำงานอยู่ เดี๋ยวค่อยโทรคุยกัน
Oh, no, no. No! Stop! That's not showing off. That's creepy.
เวลากูเป็นเกาหลีด้วยไอ้เวร
Ugh.
Get out!
Like those things are perfect for scary
No,
movies.
no.
บอกมึงแล้วใช่ไหมอย่ากลัว กลัวอะไร
Why you just go sick? Just shut up, dude. Okay,
It's like, no, it's
that
too
was
much.
scary.
Okay.
Oh, finally. Because I'm going between like being like amused and
And then
being
not.
scared.
ล้างทั้งตัวเนี่ย เปิด
We
ได้
have
แล้
the
ว
parts. Oh, the face. Ooh.
Oh, it's just his face.
มึงแล้วเสร็จงานยังไงอย่าเปิดเลยพี่เชื่อผม
You've spent 6 chapters cleaning his whole body. Let's do the first one.
อย่าไปพี่อย่าแล้วมัน
Well, then leave the room.
ไหลเราแล้วมันจะเสร็จอย่าเพิ่งมาสิ
It's him.
No, he's gonna be scared.
ใช่ไหมอะ
No. Oh my god, I got good chills. Oh, I knew something was gonna be like this weird. Oh, no.
กลัวอะไร
Ah!
สิ่งที่เห็นไม่น่ากลัวหรอก
Ooh.
ที่น่ากลัวคือการมองไม่เห็น คุณรู้หรือเปล่าครับ ว่าดวงตาของคนตาย สามารถช่วยเหลือคนเป็นที่กำลังจะตาบอดได้
Okay.
This was an organ donation commercial.
Probably.
ตาย คุณจะนึกถึงแต่ความสยดสยอง น่ากลัว เหมือนกับเพื่อนผมเนี่ยมึงพูดกับใครวะ
Who are you talking to?
พูดกับกล้อง
To the camera.
แต่ต่อจากนี้เมื่อคุณเห็นคนตาย
You see a dead
ผมอยาก
body.
จะให้คุณเห็นโอกาสที่จะได้บอกบุญเป็นครั้งสุดท้ายให้กับญาติของผู้เสียชีวิต
Wow.
I swear, Thai
This is so
commercials
great.
are just insane.
Wow, they
ในการช่วยเหลือคนที่กำลังจะตาบอด ให้กลับมามองเห็นอีกครั้ง
Oh.
เอาแล้วนั่นน่ะ เมื่อกี้บอกไม่กลัวไม่ใช่เหรอไหว้ปลกใหญ่เลย กูไม่ได้กลัวเว้ย กูยกมือไหว้ขอบคุณคนที่บริจาค
Aw.
This is donating their eyes.
So many emotions.
Wow. No. Still not scary? Are you kidding? No.
Now I'm done.
I need a second. I need a minute. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, we always knew that Thai commercials are definitely
They
different
give you,
level.
like, yeah, it's a different level because at first they bring you something and then you get a little bit of something else and then you get a whole bunch of something else and
Look at
then
this one.
we should watch that one. Okay, so like
I didn't. Well, from being like that kind of a commercial, obviously, all commercials we like going towards something like
Yeah.
Insurance or something that
Yeah.
we end up understanding. And this
yeah.
one was literally to like
the
last
very
second.
end. Yeah, it was to the last second that we were aware that this was an organ donation or specifically
Maybe
an eye
just
donation. Yeah. Which are you an organ donor?
Yeah.
I'm an organ donor.
Yeah.
So like, and I plan on actually like donating my body to science after I'm dead.
Well,
Like,
whatever happens.
yeah. Either that or I'm going to be turned into a gemstone. But I want my organs and my body to go towards helping other people. And my eyes aren't the greatest, but I mean,
If it can help.
if it can help, it can help.
Yeah.
And so I get where they're coming from. It's like dead bodies aren't scary. And for me, personally, like, I don't know how comfortable you are around the dead, basically, but
I mean, my grandfather passed away in front of my eyes.
yeah, well, I mean, I was going to go to mortuary school, and so like I had a friend who was a medical examiner, and like I sat in on several autopsies to get me like that pre-exposure to dead bodies, and I really liked it. If mortuary school hadn't been so expensive and a private school, because here in the United States, it's not like a public university. And so, like,
Makes sense. No wonder I don't really hear about
it was incredible, and there's very few of them, and I would have had to live in a different state and all of this, and so I ended up not choosing that path. But eventually, I probably would like to go to mortuary school. I found what I was exposed to, and then the study that I was doing to be very. It's just respecting people after they die and taking care of them, and dead bodies aren't scary. They're not.
Unless they're presented in
a scary way.
Yeah.
But if you look at it as what it is, it's somebody who has passed away and their body is left behind, and you take what you can do with it to be as respectful to the dead and respectful to the family as you know, I mean, it can be a very beautiful and a very comforting thing. Yeah. And so, but you know, at the same time, we've all seen it. You know, we've all seen these horror movies, especially because I was like watching this thinking about. I'm not sure if you watched it on Netflix, The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I saw it.
It is like, terrifying. I was so scared. So, like, I was just like, oh my god, things are gonna start happening.
But I do like how they also showed, like, they gave that long path towards explaining that you know it's okay.
Well, it kept your interest throughout the whole thing. That's the thing that I love about Thai commercials is that they keep your interest.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like you're watching kind of like a movie / it's just something,
a little drama.
It's like in the end you end up kind of like coming out with some kind of a knowledge.
Like you learn something. Yeah, you learn something from it, but at the same time you're extremely entertained throughout the whole thing.
I definitely agree with, you know, being the organ donor.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's a great thing. I mean, of course, everybody has their own choice. Some people don't believe in that.
And some people's religions.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
if that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in, and you have the right to do that. But for me personally, and I'm sure for you personally, that's something that I want to do.
Yeah, something I am totally okay with. I do have the sticker on my license thing saying the organ donor and everything else. So again, it's definitely on preference and the religion and everything else comes, you know. Just like a lot of people, for instance, like to okay with being buried in like, and other ones like against like cremation and stuff like that.
Well, see, and that's the thing is like my parents don't believe in being cremated because they believe if you destroy your physical body that way, then you like after the rapture. Or they tried to explain it to me one time, and I was like,
my mom also like I said something mentioned to her. She's like, no, we don't put body through something like that.
Yeah, you don't put the body through something like that. That's exactly how kind of my mom said it.
See,
and
like I don't see it being like. I mean, I'm okay with cremation.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. Personally, for me, like if my organs are able to be donated, that would be great. But if not, like what I want is a natural burial. I want to be buried in the ground, no coffin or casket, no embalming. I want to be wrapped in a shroud and just put in the ground. And that's all I want.
Are they allowed to do that?
Yeah, in Kentucky, you're allowed to do that. Yeah, as long as you're buried within a certain amount of time, you can be buried however you want to.
It's kind of ridiculous that they give you such a, you know.
Now, the only thing that you have to be, like, you have to, like, research before you die is if your funeral, like wherever you've bought the plot, if your cemetery allows you to be buried naturally with no casket or no container. Some cemeteries are fine with it, some don't allow that. You have to be buried in a container. The cemetery where I've already bought my grave plot, and so the cemetery in which I've got my grave plot allows you to be buried without a container. So as far as what goes in my will right now is I'm going to be buried, no caskets, no embalming, nothing like that. They're just gonna wrap me in basically a sheet and put me in the ground. It's the cheapest way to do it.
It's also like wrapped up like a newborn baby.
Yeah, kind of. But at the same time, going back to the earth. That's so nice. That's so nice.
It's like you came out kind of that way,
and then you're going back that way. Yeah. The way I kind of viewed it is like funerals cost I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the United States, funerals can cost upwards of what, $25,000, $30,000.
The cheapest usually you go for is just like maybe like a $10,000.
Yeah, is the cheapest. And like for me, like I want to be buried in the way that is the least financially burdensome for my children. And that just kind of goes back. People have been burying their dead like that for thousands of years. Why not? You know? Embalming didn't come around until Abraham Lincoln. So I mean, like,
I agree. I think no matter what you look at it, I think it's definitely your choice or whatever you and your family decided. It's nobody's.
It's your death. It's your burial.
It should be nobody's. Like, you know, you should not be paying attention to anybody judging or talking about it or anything. This is just your decision.
But
you know,
as long as we're on the topic, make those decisions before you die. Okay? Do not leave it up to your family members to make those decisions for you. Make a will. Be an organ donor. Do all of this stuff before you die. Because you can't guarantee that your family members will know what you want.
So if you have organ donor, right? Like, does that means whoever like takes it, like, do they take care of the funeral then, or how's it work?
No. They just take your organs out of you
and then they give you back.
They give you back the rest.
It's like give you hollow.
Yeah.
To the family and stuff. Well, I mean,
they literally take everything that they can, and then they give the family the body back.
But I also kind of like think, don't you think that, you know, like because they do something like that and stuff, they should, because of that, they should like have some kind of like, I don't know, a business going on with the, you know, the funeral homes, and to have it cheaper down or something.
I would like to think that, but
like,
because,
I think that would,
well, see, that's why
sense.
I'm such an advocate for natural burial, because like especially in the United States, they make you think that you have to have a funeral director, that you have to have a funeral home, you have to have this casket, you have to have the embalming. Legally, you don't need those things, but the funeral home industry is a monopoly. Like they're a conglomerate. Like they just, well, I'm not even sure if I'm using those words right, but they literally, it's a business, and so they're going to try and get as much money out of you as possible,
which is sad.
Which is sad. They profit off of grieving families. If you really think about it, they profit off of people who are at their lowest.
Yeah.
But it's a business, and so they're not going to give you any kind of discounts, any kind of anything like that, because they know that you have to bury your dead no matter what. And people will normally pay for someone else, because we have this sociological like idea in America that we should not have any kind of involvement with burying our dead, that we need to have somebody else take care of it for us. And that's not right. Like you should be involved in those. Well, to me, like I don't, you know, I'm not saying for anybody else, but to me, like I want to be as involved as possible. I want to make those decisions because this is my loved one. This is somebody that I've known my entire life, and I care about them.
And just because they're dead
doesn't mean that I don't.
You should stop.
You should stop caring about them. And it's easier. It is easier to let somebody take care of those things for you. But at the same time, like I feel like people are losing a lot when they let someone else care for their dead than themselves.
And again, it's a preference, and also, you know, how depending on how people are handling.
Well, and also it's like our society is like how we make dead bodies scary. Like that's the biggest thing. That's what I feel like this commercial was saying a lot, is that people make dead bodies out to be something that's absolutely terrifying. And it's not terrifying. This is your loved one, and they're not here anymore, and you still need to pay them the respect that they deserve. But for some other people, like it's too scary. Like if my mom would let me, I would do all of the funeral preparation, including preparation of her body for burial. Like I would do everything. Like, but she won't let me. So
in Russia, like whenever like your relative passes away, you're not allowed to wash them. Stuff. You have to have somebody who's not related. To take care of
See, I would want to wash. I would want to wash my family, especially, to be honest. And I've thought about this before, especially if it was my daughter. Like that's a reality, and I would want to be able to lay my daughter to rest in the most. I don't want to say intimate, because people take that word to mean something else.
It's like I would mother-child.
Like I would want it to be as personal as possible, because that's my baby, that's my child, and I want to respect her and respect myself.
And that's how you would take care of anybody's body. So this is definitely great. I love, you know, the whole organ donor, and I do hope, like, wish there are more out there who are, you know, being an organ donors, you know, hopefully, like, you know, even if you think it's so insignificant and stuff, but in the end,
it's
you
not,
can, like,
you're
change
saving
so much
someone's
for somebody.
life. So we have 2 lessons. Be an organ donor. Don't be scared of dead bodies.
Unless you're watching scary movies, then you can be scared all the time.
Especially the Thai ones.
I saw. This is interesting. Definitely.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I really liked it. Yeah.
Definitely. So thank you just so much for this great suggestion. If you have any more, please leave in the comments below. Other and double subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button and bell so you guys know our time. So comes out, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.